Welcome to Together in Style. Today I'm going to share with you a fantastic recipe for country style spare ribs. We are going to cook them in our slow cooker, and I have some fantastic ingredients to make this an unusual and tasty dish. Instead of having traditional barbecue sauce, I figured I would do something a little bit more with an island spice and an island flavor to it. I really love the flavors of the West Indies, so I'm going to add some curry and some cinnamon and also some nutmeg along with some ginger, and we're going to add it to our guava jelly, our sauce right here, which is just a chili sauce. You can use a ketchup if you don't have the chili sauce, and then some orange juice. We will be adding just a dash of the Worcestershire to add a little bit of flavor, but that's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by preparing the meat with the actual spices itself. I love having a great meat market in town. So I went to the meat market and I asked for about 2.5 pounds of the country style spare ribs. And you notice I'm actually working on a glass surface. When you're working with meat, you definitely don't want to be using a wooden cutting board because it'll just soak in everything. So we're gonna start by putting this right here on our cutting board. Beautiful. And because I want all of these beautiful pieces to get nice and coated with all of the great spices, I'm just gonna lay them flat and take everything that we have here, which is a teaspoon of the cinnamon, a teaspoon of the nutmeg, a teaspoon of the actual salt and pepper, and we also have some Lawry seasoning salt. And this curry I actually added a tablespoon of, and I did chop up some nice fresh just ginger pieces, so we're gonna add those as well. So let me just start by sprinkling it on a little bit. Now that I've gotten the meat all coated with all of those fantastic spices, you can really smell the aroma of everything. I'm gonna start to add the liquids to the actual container here. So I have a 1.5 cups of orange juice. I'm gonna add that right in. And I have a 1/2 cup of the chili sauce. So we're gonna add that in there as well. Then I'm gonna take our Worcestershire sauce and I'm gonna put in there 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. Beautiful. And now last but not least, we're going to be putting in the guava jelly. Last time we were in Jamaica, I got so addicted to this flavor. So good. All right, so you're gonna put the whole jar in here because it's gonna act as a nice glaze to your ribs. Nice. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just stir that around a little bit, and then we're gonna add the meat to the mixture. So all I'm gonna do is stir around and just kind of get all of these flavors together, break up the guava jelly a little bit, and then I'll be adding the meat. Okay, so let me start by just placing these in here so they nicely fit together. One over here, and one over here. I absolutely love cooking in a slow cooker, so I don't have to do so much work. So I'm gonna just seal this right up. Put the top on nice and secure. And I'm gonna go right over here and I'm gonna select to do this on high for 6 hours. So this will be perfect. It'll be just in time for dinner, and I'll be able to get a lot more done during the day, and then I'll be able to smell it cooking all afternoon. So I can't wait to see and taste these delicious country style spare ribs. Welcome back to Together in Style. Well, it's been a couple hours, I would say about 6 hours. I've been smelling this delicious aroma throughout the house. I decided that since it was about dinner time that I should probably prep the rice. So I just put some jasmine rice in the rice cooker and cooked it up. It's a fantastic rice for this dish. Nice and sticky, and it'll also absorb the perfect amount of barbecue sauce that we made today. So let me just pull this out and see how everything came out. Smells so good and it looks delicious. So I'm just gonna take my kitchen tongs and just pull out the pieces of the country ribs They'll probably break apart a little, but that's okay. What a fantastic thing to be able to come home from work and have everything cooked all ready for you. Ooh, here's a big one. Okay, I think that I've gotten out every little piece of meat. There's a couple of bones that have fallen off, but that's okay, I don't need those. And I'm just gonna take a little of that juice that we have and just put it right over the top to soak in. Yeah, that's fantastic. So I'm gonna have to sneak a bite before my husband gets in and eats it all. The flavor is so good. The meat is so tender. It's fantastic. It has a sweetness, but it also has a nice rich flavor from the herbs that we put in it, like the cinnamon and the curry. So it's very, very rich, not overpowering, but just a really nice complement to the meat. So there you have it, great country style spare ribs, island style. So I suggest you try this recipe at home because I can tell you now that everything that you make homemade always tastes better together in style.